Howdy, hey everybody. It's good to see you again. Welcome back to our little corner of Marvel Madness. It's been a month. Yeah. Yeah, I had school. My editor had school. I'm sorry. I'm just stressed, okay? I want to make way more Marvel videos, but I'm struggling, okay? Please, somebody just help me out. We got more Marvel Madness coming out to you. Really like that name, by the way. Think it's I think that's what we're gonna call the series. Just the series of videos called Marvel Madness. That sounds like it will hit. That sounds like it sticks. I'm digging it. I jive with it. Uh, Jeez, just use the word drive or jive. What the fuck? Anyway, we got a lot to talk about in the following videos. So many series and movies have been getting adapted. Blade, Moon Knight season 2, Loki season 2, Deadpool and Hugh Jackman. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. When She-Hulk was coming out, man, I had such a huge reaction. I posted it on Twitter. I'm gonna just let Zach put the clip. It's literally my pinned tweet. That's funny. Um, Man with metal claws. Okay. Why is there a giant stand? Finally, they acknowledged that. Wait a second. Man with metal claws in the bar brawl. Wait, no, wait, that's Wolverine! No! Oh man, I was losing my mind at the Easter egg. Anyway, I wanted to take the chance to tell you why you shouldn't hate She-Hulk. I think it will be fun. Or you guys are gonna literally just click off the video just at the sound of She-Hulk or the very word. Let's really take the time to talk about She-Hulk. Actually, needless to say, it was the most controversial media that Marvel or the MCU had ever put out. I don't know if you guys follow Marvel's Twitter or Reddit, but Jesus Christ, it was literally a battlefield. And YouTube, the other Marvel YouTubers, literally the names of the videos were just like, "Oh, She-Hulk's a hot mess. She-Hulk's the end of the MCU. She-Hulk is trash." God, there was literally no love for She-Hulk. If you ask me, I loved it. I really like She-Hulk. I mean, of course I liked it. It was She-Hulk. Listen, I had so many comic books. I still have a lot of comic books, but growing up, I had so many. My mom was so strict, right? I could only read Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Captain America. Because when she read the other ones, she was like, they're demons, yada, yada, yada. Including characters like Iron Fist and Luke Cage. But she didn't say anything about Spider-Man, maybe because he was so iconic. Anyway, I had to read everything else in secret with my dad or my baba because he was more understanding. And he also loved those comic books. So he would always pass them on to me. And watching the She-Hulk series, it was She-Hulk was one of those series where I had to do that, right? And watching it, or would feel like I was launched back to being 9 years old under the blankets with the light of my DS and reading John Byrne's run of the comics, seeing her break the fourth wall, talking to the audience. To me, She-Hulk was never meant to be a hard-hitting series with a gritty nature. It was never meant to be anything but fun. That's what John Byrne's run was all about. It was just having so much fun with the character and having her have cameos and breaking the fourth wall and doing all this crazy shit. It was so good. Anyway, it's very clear that she was done justice in my eyes. But what did everyone else think? Well, needless to say, a lot of the vocal majority disliked it. Why? Well, it comes with the same territory that I was talking about in my MCU Phase 4 review. Is that I think when the phase started, one of two things happened. Marvel decided to branch out from its classic action and do more with the stories. For example, Thor: Love and Thunder is an action comedy. Think like Rush Hour or 21 Jump Street, or literally every movie Kevin Hart has been in with The Rock or Ice Cube. it's literally meant to be funny. It's meant to have those joke moments. I do think that Ragnarok did it better. Yes, but with Ragnarok, I think that they were really testing the waters with Thor and comedy. Do I like the fact that they were doing it with Thor? Not really. I don't think that Thor is the character to do that with. Yes, he could be a funny Viking. He could be a funny barbarian type kind of guy. But I feel like if they wanted to do that, they should have done that with Hercules. Hercules, to me, was more comedic than Thor. But I digress. Another example is Marvel's latest project, Werewolf by Night. It's an example of a classic horror movie or thriller. Ms.Marvel, a coming-of-age story. And yes, even She-Hulk, a comedy lawyer show. It's not meant to focus on the action. If you wanted that, you guys can go watch No Way Home. You guys can watch Wakanda Forever, Moon Knight, Shang-Chi, Black Widow. All of those films in Phase 4 were definitely films where the classic action was there. The classic Marvel hero stuff was there. But the other series, those were meant to have a specific audience. A classic, or not a classic audience, but an audience that is meant to, they're trying to lasso it in. Ms. Marvel was definitely one of those where they were trying to get the kids, they were trying to get the kids really into it because it's a coming of age story. I related to it because I had to deal with parents that were very strict and I had to come, a coming of age of wanting to know what I actually wanted to do and not what my parents wanted me to do. It's about finding yourself, and that's not the classic Marvel story. The classic Marvel story in the MCU that everyone is claiming they really want and is why they hate stories like Ms. Marvel or She-Hulk or anything like that is literally there's a bad guy, they're attacking humanity, they're attacking some innocents. Then the Avengers swoop in or the hero swoops in. They have a little bit of struggle with their own personal lives or their personal relationships in the middle, but at the end of the day, they come together or they get it together and they stop the bad guy. Boom, movie's over, end credit scene. That's literally what Shang-Chi is. That's literally what No Way Home is. But, Marvel wanted to do what they do in literally the comic books. They no longer just stick to the classic, there's a bad guy, the hero stops him, they come out on top. They also have the character struggles. They have the drama. They have different genres in their comic books. Ms. Marvel is Ms. Marvel in the MCU, same way she is in the comics. It's a coming of age. She's like classic Peter Parker. She's meant to captivate the audience like that by being classic high school Peter Parker. That was the regular human response to what's going on in Marvel. But this Marvel madness, baby, I'm about to hit you with a good old Marvel gremlin thinking. This is what I'm actually thinking. What's going on here? Here we go. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, I think that Kevin Feige and the people at Marvel are actually gearing up for the worst of the worst. I think that they're making the good times roll for the most part because things are about to get really, really freaking real. Think about it. What projects have been announced in Phase 5 since we got the announcements going? The last Guardians of the Galaxy movie is about to come out, and we've been told that some might die. We got Blade, which I think arguably is Marvel's most dark character, or one of its most dark characters. We've been told about Daredevil Born Again, and I really think it's going to be even grittier than the Netflix series. And I swear to God, if I see you guys in the comments talking about, it's Disney, Ruzumakii, they're not really going to go that far. Shut up. It's going to be dark as hell and you know it. Okay? God damn. Tired of all of you. I swear. It's like Disney this, Disney that. Shut up. It's gonna be dark. Have you seen, come on, man. Anyway, we've seen that Secret Invasion's gotten announced, which is an event in Marvel Comics that literally made the entire superhero community, even after Civil War, grow even further apart. No one trusted anyone. It was a very dark time. I literally, while reading it, I was like, oh my God, I don't know if that person's a Skrull or not. And it made people not trust each other. It's super. It gets really bad. It's like really one of the worst situations. And then Janet Van Dyne literally dies in that event. She explodes. It's literally one of the darkest events in Marvel. And then there's Ant-Man Quantumania. And listen, the movie literally looks crazy, dog. Like, have you guys seen the leaked trailer? It literally looks like Ant-Man's about to die. He's like beaten bloody, trying to save his daughter. And it doesn't seem like they're gonna make it out of that situation. Like, Kang is literally like, oh my god, bro, bro, King, man, King, oh my god, bro, King looks so, bro, I've never been more scared, bro. The jolly golly looking guy, the one who at the end of time, I keep forgetting his name, but Kang, the one that's at the end of time, the Kang that beat all the other Kangs in the war, and Loki, he literally is so giddy and laughy, probably because he's been alone and like seeing like he killed like all the versions of himself across time. He probably lost his mind. But the guy is so like cupcakes compared to the actual King, the Conqueror. Like, Ant-Man's like, I'm a freaking Avenger. You don't want the smoke, bro. Like, you don't want this smoke. You're gonna give me my daughter back. And King is all like, hey, dog, I've already killed, like, all of you. I've already seen you before. You don't want this smoke. You don't want this smoke. And I was like, damn. Ant-Man might die in this movie. He's not making it. The actor for Kang, Jonathan Majors. This guy, he's built. It looks like he's been... I know he's been training for Creed. I know he's been training for Creed 3. But... dude, he probably also training for King the Conqueror. Ant-Man's not making it, yo. Like Zach needs to put up a photo of him here. He is shredded. I would not want smoke if I was Ant-Man. I'm sorry. Scotty, you don't want the smoke, bro. Bro, oh my god. Oh, man, shit's crazy, son. Anyway, and I know Thunderbolts is also going to be coming out as well, and I know that's going to be really crazy. It's going to be very Suicide Squad-esque, or maybe even a darker Suicide Squad. I don't know who's going to be making it in that movie, but look, here's what I think is happening, and I think Marvel really wants this to happen. It's that moment of remember the simpler times. You know, remember the good old fun. I honestly think what they're doing or what they're going for is remembering all those good times rolling and all those simpler times where everything was more comedic, when everything was more happy, when something dark is coming, something bad is about to happen. Like, remember when the Peters bonded like brothers? Remember when Kamala and her friends were fighting damage control in the school and were very slick with it? Remember when Thor and Stormbreaker were having relationship problems? Remember when Sam and Buck had a staring contest? Remember when She-Hulk threw it back for the one time, bruh? Oh man, you cannot tell me she wasn't bad as fuck. Oh my god, she was hitting it. She was hitting that shit. It's literally what will hit the audience. It will give you those simpler times of remembrance where the hardships were just wacky good old fun, where the heroes come out on top all of the time, where everyone at the end of the day had a smile on their face. But then out of nowhere, the skies turn darker, the shit hits the fan, and you don't know what to expect. Anyone and everyone is at risk. I think that's exactly what Marvel is doing. And I already know what's gonna happen. All these Marvel YouTubers are gonna say the exact same thing. Marvel finally listened, or they fixed Marvel. They finally fixed Marvel. I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing needs to be fixed. This is the calm before the storm, and we're gonna miss this phase. But let me know what you guys think. Actually, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that Phase 5 is gonna be just as lighthearted, or do you guys agree? Do you guys think that Marvel is really creating the good times and the calm before the storm before everything becomes a whirlpool of just darkness. I mean, take Peter, for example. He has no one. And Secret Wars is coming out. Literally an event where the incursions happen and everyone dies. This is going to be Marvel's darkest time yet. Phase 5 to Phase 6 will be literally hell on Earth. But leave the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Anyway, that's been Marvel Madness. I'm sorry we took so long. We will try to be more consistent. Leave a like and subscribe for more. It's been real. See you later.